Alright, what's up guys, it's Luthier, and today we're going to be playing in the semifinals of LCPL, and we're going to be playing a good friend of mine named Jox, and I'm just going to go ahead and explain the team real quick. I know I've been keeping him waiting for a while because my audio wasn't working, but just going to try to explain it as quick as I can so we can get in. Anyway, so I'm running in a Violet Surskit. This is going to be nice when I'm trying to deal with things like opposing star use, and it's also good because it's going to be able to Icy Wind them and then Giga Drain them, and then we have to play around with Rapid Spin and try to not lose by being outplayed. But essentially, this is going to be able to let us beat things like Staryu and live Psychics from Abra on a possible switch, and then Icy Wind them, and then, you know, the good stuff. So that's basically why I'm running that Surskit. Then I'm running a Life Orb Abra. I know you guys have seen me run this a couple of times already, but I really love this set. So I'm running Life Orb Abra with HP Fire. That's going to be able to hit those Ferrothorns and annoying things like that. And then we're running Substitute as well to outplay Sucker Punches from Poniard. And then Dazzling Gleam obviously is going to be able to deal with Vullaby after Rock. So that's something nice. And we are running a Stone Edge Adamant Onyx. Now, Stone Edge from Adamant Onyx is going to be able to knock out any sort of Vullaby barring the Violet set. So this is going to prevent any sort of defog on the opposing side. So that's basically why I'm running this. And I'm also running Berry Juice as a sort of safe way, not safe, but it's a preventative measure against opposing Ghastlies. And then same thing with this Magnemite. This is going to be able to help deal with Snivies and opposing Ghastlies. And if you guys can tell already, it's a web steam, but this is basically what I'm running for that. And then I have my Snivy, and then Snivy is going to be able to deal with opposing Vullaby. So it's going to be able to Leaf Storm on the switch into the Vullaby, and then prevent the defog by going for the Z ring out, and that's going to be able to knock it out. Also, if a Fungus is chipped, I believe it needs like just a very little chip, or if it's like knocked off. I don't have any knockoff users on this team, but if it gets any chip, I should be able to knock it out from a +2 Z move, so that's something nice. And then of course we have the very cool set. This is actually passed to me by Lily AC, or showed to me by Lily AC, which is the manager of the opposing team. But I thought it was really cool, and I thought it was also really sick how it works on web. So I decided to try it out. Basically, you're going to be able to Swords Dance on a Spore, and then substitute on a Spore, Swords Dance on the breaking of your substitute, and then you're going to be able to keep on going for your substitute and then knock out the opposing Fungus with your acrobatics or something. That's something nice. So that being said, I'm just going to challenge Jox, and then we're going to go in and then see if we can make anything happen with this team. So that's basically the team. I'm kind of scared of Ghastlies, not gonna lie, because this Ghastly usage is kind of ridiculous, but I think I should be in a fair position to outplay. Have fun. Okay, so we're wow. I really don't know what to think of his team, but I'm truly scared. I think Webs is quite nice against him, though, especially my Abra. I am thinking he's going to be like a Scarf Diglett set or something incredibly annoying, so that's something to watch out for. In terms of possible leads, I'm thinking my Onyx is a good lead because it's going to be able to deal with his Archon. Since I don't have the Sash, I can't really deal with him properly, so that's going to be something interesting I gotta maneuver around. And then he's probably going to be running defog on this as well, which is incredibly annoying actually for me. I think, however, my Abra is going to be able to knock every single Mon out on his team. Let me actually pull up the calc for that. I don't know why I haven't imported yet, but yeah, Abra should be able to knock out every single Mon on his team. Shoot. Okay, let's go back. Let's see. Got the Abra, Life Orb, or let me just custom set against a Archon. Hopefully that knocks him out. Cool, it does. So it's gonna be able to, oops, nope. It's gonna be able to knock out the Archon. Let's see if it knocks out Fungus prior to Rocks. Yeah, it really should. Anyway, so that's what we're sitting at right now. His Timber is quite a big threat, and something really cool is that my Mienfoo is also a super big threat against him, so that's something really nice to see. I think he's going to be running starting off the game with the Archon and going to use a Rock Slide or something along those lines. So I'm just going to go into my Onyx. It leads up pretty well against almost everything on his team outside of like Timber. Timber and Fungus, but that's fine because that actually allows me to get in my Surskit and then get up webs through that. Just trying to think a little more. If he leads Fungus, I think there actually is kind of, it's pretty annoying, not gonna lie. +2 Mienfoo is gonna be able to knock out everything on this team. Like, it's not even gonna be close. I'm thinking Shell Smash with Z Explosion, which is going to be something to deal with. I'm going to be able to deal with that through a Magnemite, so I got to keep that Magnemite pretty safe, just in case he sets up somehow with the Shelder. Let me actually see the speed of Shelder at +1. Shelder at +1, because it's going to be at +2 from... Yeah, so it's going to be at 19, so we're going to, worst case, have to win a speed tie. That's assuming he's running Impish, but they usually do run that. I think Onyx is going to be my best lead. It deals with the Magnemite, and it also deals with the Archon. I can also get up rocks. Not like... Okay, this Onyx doesn't really deal with anything otherwise. Yeah, I'm going to lead with Onyx as he leads with his Magnemite. Okay, this is really cool. I'm just going to go for Earthquake here on whatever he decides to go for. And I don't know what he's going to do. I don't think he's going to be... Oh, I think I have an idea what this might be. It could be the HP Fire plus the screen set. I have no idea, but I'm just going to go for the Earthquake here, as he does go for Flash Cannon. I'm going to be able to knock him out. So this is really nice, because I got this Magnemite out of the way really, really early on in this game. What other problems and things possess? So he goes into Shelter right now. My Magnemite should be able to live any single hit he goes for, really. And even if he goes to +2, Magnemite custom set versus this at +2, yeah, I should be fine. I'm just gonna make the double out to Magnemite here. I'm gonna see what he goes for, as he just goes for the Shell Smash. Well, I'm just gonna try to knock this out, see if I can do anything with this. As he goes for a Substitute. Now that's... Wow, okay. He's probably going to be the Z Explosion set, which is fine. I can let him go for that. That doesn't really bother me, because I will have this 30 in the back, and I can deal with his Diglett if that decides to come in after. I think this might be Sash Rocks Diglett or something along those lines, but my Abra is looking pretty nice. Obviously with the Magnemite gone, I just don't even know if I need to get up my webs in the in this game at all, now that I think. As he goes into Fungus, which is a pretty smart play. I can agree with that play. Just trying to see what I can do from now. I think Onyx is the most expendable, or Surskit. Both of these are pretty expendable. Pretty expendable mons in this game. I definitely see him going for Spore here, though. I'm just trying to think if Snivy is really that important for me. It's just another speed time on versus his Archon, and I don't really know if I need it. He's not going for Sludge Bomb. He's 100% going for Spore or Giga Drain, which is fine. And I can just throw off a Glare on his Fungus, and that means I actually set up with my Mienfoo. That is nice. I can do that. This do anything? It doesn't beat the Timber. It's another speed tie versus Archon. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to Snivy because I want to keep that intact. As he goes for a Spore. Now, I'm just gonna go for the Glare. I really don't care if he goes for a Sludge Bomb. Alternatively, I could predict him to go for the double Spore, and then go for the Leaf Storm into the Z move, but I don't think that's actually the right play. So I'm just gonna go for the Glare, as he's gonna go for the double Spore as I predicted him to do earlier. So I'm just gonna go for a Leaf Storm now, see what he decides to go for. He might go for a triple Spore. I'm not really sure. He does. Okay, this is nice. I don't really need this Snivy, but this is gonna be able to knock him out. So, there goes his Fugus, and this is looking really, really nice in my favor. But I never needed that Snivy in the first place. What it basically did is it basically, with it paralyzed, I basically increased my chances of being able to set up with my Mianfu like a lot. So that's why I decided to basically go for the glare there, and I didn't really need the Snivy, so that's fine. He's gonna go into his Archon and probably go for a speed tie here, and even if he wins it, that's fine, as he goes for acrobatics. Yeah, so he's gonna be able to win the speed tie, but now that I'm looking at my Magnemite, I do not see a Flash Cannon resist. Yep, I'm gonna go to my Magnemite and click Flash Cannon, and no matter what it really does, I'm going to be fine. As you goes for please. Okay, cool. So we're sitting in a really nice position right now. Yeah, I think we should be fine in this match. Now, there are a couple things that can prove to be a bit troublesome, and that's probably his Timber. He's going to be going into that right now. And I think that being said, I'm just going to go into my Surskit and throw up my webs. Yeah, that's probably the best play here. So if he goes into his Timber, I will go into my Surskit and throw up my webs, because I want to keep this Magnemite intact and healthy enough. So yeah, so I don't really care what he goes for. He's probably going for the knockoff. Alternatively, I could go into my Onyx, because Onyx doesn't really do anything in the rest of this game. Yeah, I can get with that play. Actually, he can win with the Shelter if it's some really weird set that I have no idea what he's doing. Huh. Okay, let's think about this. So if I go into my Onyx and I toss it out to Drain Punch, and I go into my Abra and I claim anything on his team. If his Diglett is a Violate, it'll still drop. If it's Sash, then I can go into my Mianfu setup and win. That seems like a fine play. Alternatively, I could go into my Surskit. Yeah, I think either way, it's going to come down to like me hitting high jump kicks. So I'm just going to toss on my Onyx, because I don't think I really need this Onyx in the rest of this game. So he's probably just going to go for Drain Punch or Knockoff. He goes for knockoff, which is a fine play. Now I can just throw up rocks, and that's gonna be able to deal with the Sash if that's him. But he goes for the bulk up, which is really cool. Now I'm just gonna go into my Abra. This should be able to knock him out just because I'm Life Orb. Let me throw up the calcs here. Timber, bulk up. I know they run a lot of special defense, but oh wow, jeez. Yeah, my Life Orb Abra should be able to knock him out though. I think if it's regular Sash, it usually does not. Yeah, it does not knock him out, but since I'm Life Orb, I should be fine. So he's probably just gonna go for a knockoff, trying to pray that I'm Sash or something like that. But I think I should be fine in this game. Yeah, this is assuming he's a max special defense, which I guess some people do run, but I don't think he's specifically that set. And even if it were to be that set, he can't recover up on me. So he has to knock me out after, which is really assuring. So just trying to think here. Yeah, the only way to lose, I think, is, let me actually check the calc from Shelter. Shelter against my Mianfu custom set. So the Reckless High Jump Kick is actually not going to be able to knock him out for the rage he's at. I only see him being Z move though. Actually, does it knock him out? He's going to be taking 112. That's like 2 HP. And he's at what, 75? So he's at 65. Okay, he's not gonna be able to knock him out, yeah. But it's like a 1 in 16 roll. But that's assuming he's a Violet, and I really don't see him being a Violet Shelter. So there's that. He goes into his Diglett after stacking his Shelter, which is smart. He goes for Earthquake. Now, Okay, this is where stuff starts getting a little fishy. I don't know what set he is, but I don't think he's Z-move. I definitely think he was Z-move on Shelder. Like, almost 100%. How much is this taking from... How much is this timber? Taking from high jump kick. Okay, so it's taking... It can't set up on me. If I have no item, then... It's still taking more from high jump kick. And then how much would it take from a Magnemite? So it's gonna be able to knock him out from high jump kick into Thunderbolt. Yeah, I don't think he's Z-move, like, at all. So I'm just gonna go for the high jump kick here. This should be able to knock him out. Yeah, this endgame kind of got pretty funky. Yeah, he's not Z-move. He's probably a Violet or something. Please don't miss. Okay, cool. So, we're looking like we're in a good position. I just have to figure out the right play here. Since he's bulk up against my Mienfoo. No. Mienfoo. Then custom set. Drain Punch into Mach Punch does actually not knock me out because of my little investment. So if I am no item with a +2, so if I Sword Dance up right here, Acrobatics should be able to knock him out. And I think that's I'm gonna go for the play of him not going for a crit. Actually, okay, so I gotta think a bit here. So if he goes for Drain Punch, that's fine. Okay, actually, the play is just to go for Acrobatics, which is 14, and he's at what HP is he at? So he's at this -1, so he's at 23, okay? And this is doing 14. Let's say he bulks up turn 1, okay? 14 plus 10 is 24, so I should be able to knock him out if he bulks up turn 1. Let's say that he goes for the Drain Punch right there, right? And Drain Punch is going to be able to recover 20%, which is 1/5, which is like, let's just assume it's a little over 1/5, so I'm assuming it's 5 HP. So let's say, okay, let's say a worst case scenario. He recovers, actually, I'm just going to calculate. I don't feel like doing math. That's 7 HP. Yeah, so let's say he recovers 7 HP. So effectively, he's sitting at 23 plus 7, which is 31.
You stupid.
No, not.
What's 9 plus 10?
21.
You stupid.
Now, Acrobatics is doing 14. He's sitting at that, and then okay, so I can. That's assuming he Drain Punches, but then he should not be able to knock me out with Mach. So the plays actually just go for Acrobatics twice. And he goes for Drain Punch, and yep, and that's gonna be game, hopefully, right? Yeah, okay, that's gonna be game. So, yeah, the end game was a little weird, especially with this Diglett. I'm fairly certain that's Life Orb Shelter, or not Life Orb, that's like a Z Explosion Shelter, because I definitely know Jax to be that kind of set. He kind of runs some pretty weird sets, but yeah, so I think the most pivotal turns in this game was probably the Fungus and Snivy. I really didn't understand well, I understood what he was trying to do, but there was such a low risk for me by going for the Glare, because again, if I went for the Glare there, then my Mienfoo just won back there. So he also won the Speed Tie with the Archon, which was kind of annoying, but that's fine. It's what he went for, and he got it. So yeah, so I'm gonna be able to knock him out with my Acrobatics, and I'm gonna say GG. And yeah, so this game was pretty quick, actually. I don't think there was much like thinking actually involved in it, and I'm actually surprised I didn't see a Ghastly. I actually really wonder what that Diglett set was. I'm fairly certain it's like Scarf Spadef, but yeah, I'm just gonna go through this again. Yeah, the turn 1 was pretty big for him, losing his Magnemite, which is probably one of the decent threats to me. I think the issue really came when he subbed up there. I think the answer was to just go hard Fungus. Like, he had no real reason to sub up on his Shelder. But basically, by doing so, I got in my Snivy glared and then knocked out his Fungus. Kind of didn't expect this triple Spore play, but anyway, so he goes for the speed tie here, wins it. I go into my Mega Man, knock him out with Flash Cannon, and then basically he goes into his Timber, and that's probably the biggest threat to me, that one set. I'm actually surprised he switched out. Was kind of expecting him to go for the win through that, but he made a smart play going into Shelter. Personally thinking, I think the best play probably was just to go for sub. Actually, no. The best play was definitely just throw off the Psychic, because if I went for Substitute and he went to his Diglett for some odd reason and click Beat Up, there was going to be an issue. Actually, no. The best play was sub, because Beat Up was not going to be able to knock me out. Oh, well. Okay, yeah. So I guess Substitute was the best play back there. Sorry. But, yeah, I think Substitute was the best play back there. It was going to be able to cover the Shelter and every other play. But, yeah, hindsight is 50-50. My bad. But, yeah, Substitute was probably the better play back there because it covered everything he could really do. Then he went to his Diglett, click Earthquake, knocked me out, and then I was able to go into my Mienfoo, and Mienfoo was able to win the game. So yeah, there wasn't much thinking involved in this game. It kind of just happened, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this content. I will try to put out a video on metagame discussion later this week, but interestingly enough, I'm the first person to play on my team, so I have no idea if our team's going to even make the finals. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this replay. I know it wasn't very thought-provoking, but yeah, I hope you guys had fun, and pray to God that I will see you guys next week.